Ray Farmer's with us. Ray Farmer, the director of the South Carolina Department of Insurance. Director Farmer, good morning. Thanks for being with us. We scheduled this interview a while back because we're the final day of August now, and we are right now in the height of hurricane season here. We all know
good morning,
that.
Gary.
Hey, good morning, sir. It's good to have you here. So as it turns out, I mean, with what all's going on, this is a good time for us to chat a little bit about about your website, doi.sc.gov, and we've been talking now for months about being storm ready, and we wanted to talk to you today about some of the things that we need to be doing right now to be ready just in case.
Exactly. Now is a great time to start preparing, but first let me commend you for your efforts on helping out the folks in Texas through the Red Cross. Our prayers are certainly continue to be with the folks in Texas, and especially with the news this morning of the explosion and so forth. Yeah. They are really under the gun right now, so our prayers continue for our friends in Texas.
Yeah, it's horrible, just horrible. And we've seen this sort of thing on as it turns out now, a smaller scale, relatively speaking, here with the incidents that we've had in October of 2015, and with Matthew last year. And your department has been busy trying to get the word out that there are certain things that we all as homeowners, and homeowner or not, if you rent a place, there are things that we need to do to protect our property and, more importantly, our families.
Exactly, Gary. We learned a lot in the past 2 years with the flood in 2015, Matthew in 2016. So now with Hurricane Harvey, it's just a great time for us to pay attention. We're right in the middle of hurricane season from June the 1st through November, and this is obviously an extremely active period of time now. So it would serve us all well if we just stopped in our program here at the Department of Insurance to get information out. We kind of use 3 Ps for plan, prepare, and protect. So first, we would encourage folks to make an emergency plan, discuss that plan with your family, engage your family in making the plan so everyone knows what to do and when to do it. And know your evacuation zone. The Department of Transportation and South Carolina Emergency Management Division come up with a public education campaign to let our citizens know where they are in the evacuation process. Right. So know your zone. Go on the website at the DOT or the South Carolina EMD.org, the Emergency Management Division, to discover learn what your evacuation zone is. And in the event we have another hurricane or flood, and the order is given to evacuate, that's not the time to be a hero. Go ahead and evacuate and go to the area where you have been designated.
Absolutely.
And then prepare an emergency kit. You should have enough food, water, medicines, flashlights, cell phones, and all the batteries that go with those devices for at least 3 to 5 days. Those are things you use on a daily basis. And then certainly don't forget your financial information. You can have just your insurance policy, but now is also a great time just to look around your house or your apartment or whatever and create a home inventory. On our website, as you said, doi.sc.gov, we have an app or access to an app that will help you prepare a home inventory. It takes you through room by room, advises you to take pictures, save receipts. Now, you may not have receipts of things you bought 10 years ago, but I would encourage you in the future when you buy furniture or an appliance or whatnot, just put that receipt aside just in case you need it in the future.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And then protect your family when the time comes. Do everything possible to make sure everyone is safe and in the safe location.
Talking to Director Ray Farmer of the South Carolina Department of Insurance. We got about 60 seconds left here, but let me talk to you for a moment, ask you about flood insurance, because it never fails. When something like this happens, there are people that are caught unaware that their insurance policy doesn't cover floods. Now, I know when we dealt with the flooding here in 2015 and the aftermath of that, I was told, correct me if I'm wrong, that actually if you don't live in a floodplain, you can get flood insurance fairly reasonably around here. Is that accurate?
That's exactly right. And I would encourage everyone, if you live in a floodplain, your mortgage holder probably requires you to have insurance, but if you don't, please consider it anyway. I think, we've learned in 2015 that just about every place in this state is a flood zone, whether it's on somebody's map or not. Just look what happened here in this area. So the advice is talk to your insurance company, your local agent, and strongly consider purchasing flood insurance.
All right, terrific. Director Farmer, thanks so much for your time this morning, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Gary. Have a nice day.
You as well. The website, again, is doi.sc.gov. Sports Now 8:19.